Previously on Dirt Nights.
If you can't win from the front row, you can't win.
And Hunter Marriott's gonna win it.
Tonight we prevailed on that and got it done.
A western North Dakota oil well. Like a touring dirt track racer, they don't ever seem to stop moving. But after a night of trading paint at Nodak Speedway, Dirt Knights Corey Drips, Hunter Marriott, and Jason Walla have gathered just outside the small town of Ray, North Dakota, at the home base of Walla Racing for a brief morning break before heading north into Saskatchewan, Canada.
Every year, like the Rage guys have the Rage chassis people and some other friends, people that we invite over to my house. Every year it's kind of becoming a bit of a tradition after racing in Minot. Everybody comes over to our house and we cook a big breakfast and people can get an actual normal shower. And I don't know, it's something that I really started to enjoy doing.
When you're a dirt night, racing is a family affair.
They're getting so big, aren't they? Yep, that baby.
But anytime you get a bunch of fierce competitors like this together, some sort of contest is bound to break out.
You have to use what's provided by the shop. You can't bring in your own equipment. You can't bring in your own equipment.
This is a typical Jake Steffen deal. He's going to change the rules 5 times before it actually starts. And then when he loses, he's going to be pissed and say that you changed the rules.
Overpaid Jake, we call him, my pit man, and little buddy, that's Hunter Marriott's pit man. They're just as competitive as we are off the track, so they're talking some smack to each other, saying who's better pit man, and so we let them decide to let them put it to the test and see who could dismount a tire faster. Little buddy said he could do it faster manually, and we have a tire machine, and Jake said he could do it faster, so we put a little bet out there and they went with it.
And when we say go, you guys both got to dismount him, get the tire completely off the rim, set it down. Jake has to unhook the rim and set it next to the tire. He's got to get it off the machine. Then you run a lap around, chug a beer, and then do another lap, and then come back and you got to mount it. Ready? Jake needs to put a t-shirt on.
T-shirt on.
He didn't go full that.
That's right. He come in the door right here.
You did, little buddy.
The clash of the crew chiefs ends in controversy as overpaid Jake Steffen takes a shortcut to victory. But there's no time for a rematch because the tour never waits, and the guys have to load the haulers and head for the border. When we come back, the Dirt Knights invade the Great White North, Estevan Motor Speedway in Estevan, Saskatchewan, for Night 3 of the IMCA Dakota Classic Modified Tour. The Dirt Knights is brought to you by the International Motor Contest Association, Bilstein Shocks, Weir's Machine and Racing Products, Precision Performance, and by 49 Designs, Professional Custom Graphics. Moving a race tour into another country for one night isn't as easy as it sounds. But after getting a convoy of haulers and teams across the border and into Saskatchewan, Canada, the Dirt Knights have set up shop at Estevan Motor Speedway for night number 3 of the IMCA Dakota Classic Modified Tour.
Getting across the border was pretty tough for us. We ended up throwing me in Cody's truck because his car was a little more important to get over the border, and I got the clean record in the group, so luckily everybody got through.
Built in 1999, Estevan Motor Speedway is a 3/8 mile high bank oval that's traditionally been one of the fastest tracks on tour. But the question tonight might be, how much water can it handle? A southern Canadian prairie thunderstorm is brewing on the horizon and threatening to put a major damper on the night's racing action.
We're under tornado watch right here.
So what's the tornado strategy for a race team?
Strap in your car and put your helmet on and hang on, I guess. That's what I would do.
Tornado watch or no, the teams have to be ready. With the morning's crew chief tire contest still under protest, both Jake Steffen and Tyler Fralin are wearing the designated loser's pink tank top.
We just called it a tie. Made it fair for everybody.
Does that sit right with you?
No, but I knew I wasn't going to live it down if I didn't wear it, so you just had to tough it out this time.
It's not that bad of a shirt.
No, I pull it off. I can probably pull it off pretty good. Jake, on the other hand, he doesn't look as good as I do.
Well, now that we got the front end set, let's not try to hit everything on the track, all right? What's the hurt? I know you have a hard time doing that.
It's okay, I have a guy that I pay to fix it when I do.
Clearly too much.
Clearly way too much. It's like I said today, Jake. You make a good little
There is one team noticeably absent from the pits. Due to an unprecedented run of horrible luck, Corey Drips is stuck back at the Walla shop changing out another bad motor. His second motor change in just 2 days of racing. Corey's plan is to get the 31 back together in time to rejoin the tour on night 4 in Williston, North Dakota. But Drips might not be the only one taking a night off from racing. Back in Saskatchewan, it's nearly time for the modified heats, but the storm that has been brewing all afternoon has finally decided to let loose on Estevan Motor Speedway. But even rain delays are entertaining in the Walla camp.
27W trailer with the OPJ, we call him just OJ, overpaid Jake. Jake, we're talking about loft the last time. Could you elaborate more on what loft is?
I'll show you loft.
Huh? We're trying to figure out what loft is. Could you explain what loft is in your terms? He reads at a 4th grade level, folks. He's from Bernard, Iowa. He prefers crayons to pens. Jake, Come on now.
There's no wrong with it. You need to seek medical attention.
Jake, it's boring. We're not able to race. The people want to hear from you. The fans have demanded more OPJ.
Did you hit your head this morning?
When I was a baby.
The storm is brief but intense and leaves the track soaked and the race night in jeopardy.
I don't know. They're blading it. Obviously they think we're going to reshape the track and race. If it rains any much more, we're not going to race.
It's gonna definitely be hard on cars, and I don't know. It's gonna get interesting for sure if we end up racing. They say we're gonna race, but I don't know.
It'll be a while before the track's ready, though.
Right.
The southern Saskatchewan sun is setting on a soggy Estevan Motor Speedway. But after a delay of more than 2 hours and some incredible work by the track maintenance crew, Night 3 of the IMCA Dakota Classic Modified Tour is finally about to get underway. And the teams are scrambling to make the changes needed to handle a wet track.
Got it? Yep. Coming down.
When there's a lot of moisture out there and there's just a lot of grip, makes the cars really tight because we race on a lot of slick tracks up here, so our cars are set up really tight for slick tracks. So when we get tracks with a lot of moisture like this, we got to free them up and make them more drivable and not so tight.
They're getting her ironed in. We're just pretty much trying to decide how much we want to free up and what exactly we're going to do because the track's kind of a swamp right now.
This is going to be a hammer down mofo.
Hopefully go out there and stay out of trouble. It's not worth risking it too much, but just got to go for it. It's go time.
The first dirt nights on the track are in Heat 2. The big show Jason Walla in the 27W starts on the pole. And the Night 2 feature winner Hunter Marriott in the 62 has some work to do, starting back on the inside of row 4. Here's Larry McFall and Lindsey Lawson with the call.
Walla takes him down in turn number 1, the 27W down to the bottom of the track. He has got that machine dialed in and set on kill. Walla down to the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Whoa, a little bit sideways was Olheiser. He gathers it back in.
Travis Olheiser out of Dickinson in that red 019. Trying to chase down Jason Walla, but Walla already has built a 5-car length lead. He comes past the flag stand this time. 8 laps to go.
Walla's in the top spot. Olheiser, the 019, in second. It's the 7SR of Ritter sitting in the 3rd position, followed by the 21D of David Brown. Walla has the 27W dialed in, continues to stretch out the lead down the back straightaway.
Olheiser running at second. You never know. Something might happen to the car you're following. He's trying to stay as close as he can. The 7 machine of Ritter comes across the 3rd. David Brown running 4th in the 21D. But the big show out of corner number 4, past the flag stand, 5 to go.
Well, there's some heavy hitters in the back of this one battling out. 4th, 5th, 6th, David Brown, Justin O'Brien, Hunter Marriott, Johnny Carell. Back there in 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Meanwhile, up front, still the 27W, 4 laps to go for Walla.
Olheiser still at second. Ritter running at 3rd. Brown is 4th. And O'Brien's in the top 5. Walla comes by again, cuts it to 2 laps to go. Olheiser out of Dickinson, still in second. And it looks like the big show means business tonight.
Jason Walla across the line. A white flag is displayed. 1 lap to go for Walla. Olheiser comfortably in second. Third, Sean Ritter. Whoa, contact. O'Brien into the 21 of David Brown. Brown's car up on 2 wheels.
Out of corner number 4, it's the big show.
Track like that, it's good to start up front. That's kind of what got us there, I guess. But we're still pretty good. The car is fast, so now we just got to try to draw good one more time. See how things end up.
The Bash brothers, Cody and Brock Bauman, are on opposite ends of the racing spectrum so far tonight. In Heat 4, trouble for Cody and the 4B.
Scott Pfeiffer got really sideways coming out of 4. And Steve Pfeiffer trying to make up some ground in a hurry.
Whoa, the 29 of Schott slips up the track. It looks like there was contact with Bauman. The shot off the track. Bauman's car looks like it's disabled. Whoa, a tough break for Cody Bauman. And you can see that right rear tire flat on the 4B.
It's easier to pass the best car here than it is to pass 5 crazy drivers. It's easier to pass the best car here than 1 crazy guy. You literally cannot pass without someone driving into you.
Cody will have to work through a B main to make the feature, but in Heat 5, Brock has the 6B on cruise control.
One more time past the flag stand. 2 to go for Bauman.
Bauman wheels it out of corner 2, takes it down the back straightaway. With the visions of the A main in his sights now with 1 lap to go.
Brock Bauman, the 6B machine, down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turns 3 and 4. On the gas, he'll bring it out. Checkered flag will fly. The 6B of Brock Bauman.
Looks like the top's dominant right now, but it looks like it might move up by the time the feature starts, so that we might have to move down the track. I don't know. That's why we're a little split on gear right now. It's either gear for the bottom or the top. There ain't going to be any middle about it. So we're probably just going to set it up for the top and see what happens.
So far, we've got 2 nights qualified, 2 still working on it, and the 1ST of Johnny Scott on the track for Heat 7. We'll drop the green when we come back. The Dirt Nights is brought to you by Jones Racing Products, VP Heartland Fuel, Bulldog Rear Ends, Tire Demon, Superior Fuel Cells, and by Speedway Illustrated. It's night 3 of the IMCA Dakota Classic Modified Tour in Estevan, Saskatchewan, and Heat 7 is on the track. Johnny Scott in the 1ST is on the inside of row 2. Once again, here's Larry McFall and Lindsey Lawson.
Down into corner number 1 for the first time, the 2 car of Rusty Colvin out of Carrington, North Dakota, grabs the lead, and Johnny Scott tags in behind him. And they come and complete lap number 1, and Colvin's your leader. Johnny Scott taking a look down on the inside. Scott grabbed a 2nd place finish at the Playground of Power and Minot last night. Slide job, Johnny Scott, crossover. Colvin still has the lead.
Rusty Coleman down on the inside of turn number 1. Johnny Scott will dive down on the inside, side by side, down the back straightaway to turn number 3. Johnny Scott slides up in front of Coleman. Coleman trying to cross over once again. Not going to get it done. Right up against the wall goes Brian Mickelson in the 15-star machine. Johnny Scott, your new leader.
With Johnny Scott about 4 car lengths now out of Coleman. They come out of corner 4. They'll bring it past the flag stand. And Johnny Scott cuts it to 6 laps to go. Spencer Wilson trying to gain some spots. He's up to the 5th place position in that 75. He won the first night in Jamestown.
Johnny Scott, the 1ST out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, is getting it done. Rusty Coleman hanging on to second, battling with another one of the Jamestown competitors, their home track at the Jamestown Speedway. Brian Michelson in 3rd, Spencer Wilson in 4th, Sean Strand in the 5th position.
Johnny Scott now a huge lead going into corner 4. And past the flag stand this time, 3 laps to go. Coleman running in the 2nd place spot. Michelson out of Jamestown is 3rd. We've got the Carrington-Jamestown battle going on with Spencer Wilson out of Minot to the 75.
Johnny Scott takes it down into turn number 1 and 2. He is continuing to pull away. The battle still for second. Coleman has the advantage over Michelson. Out of the turn, Johnny Scott will see the white flag one more time around. Oh, so close for that 2nd spot. Coleman and Michelson just about trading some paint. Spencer Wilson draws up on the back of Michelson, but it is all over except for the checkered flag for Johnny Scott in the 1ST. Rusty Coleman hangs on to 2nd. Michelson is 3rd.
It worked out good. The changes we made to the car before the heat definitely helped a lot, and the car was just easy to drive. And now we just hopefully we can draw a good pill for the main. I think we should be good. So we'll just see.
Johnny Scott, Jason Walla, and Brock Bauman have all earned passes directly to the Night 3 feature. But Cody Bauman and the defending Tour champion Hunter Marriott are still on the outside looking in. Next time on Dirt Nights, can Hunter Marriott keep his points title defense dreams alive?
Hunter Marriott down on the inside, making a charge.
And can Cody Bauman run from the back of a B main all the way to the feature?
5th place, go!
The Estevan A main becomes a Dirt Nights duel.
70.8 mile an hour for Johnny Scott. The Big Show running a couple miles an hour faster.
Next time on Dirt Nights.